All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Third quarter, second half action start here. So it looks like this is going to be the kicker for North Shore. He's going to kick it high end over end, going to be fielded by number 2 at about the 2, and he's going to make some moves cross, and then he's going to do some misdirection. He's going to be on the far side of the field between the 30 and 35-yard line. Okay, so with 6 seconds have elapsed in this second half, third quarter action, it is a fairly evenly contested game so far. It's 21-13 in favor of North Shore. So the quarterback for Summer Creek, that is going to be Jarick Jones, the senior quarterback. So he actually was hobbling a little bit. Like I said, it was hard to tell, at least from my vantage point, if it was a ankle or a knee, and in fact it looks to be the knee, as he is wearing a right knee brace since coming back overall. So he's going to try to throw to 1, and he is unable to connect with number 1. So Jarick Jones, the senior quarterback, number 9 for Summer Creek, definitely dealing with a potential right knee sprain. So like I said, he's still in the game. You're seeing he is hobbling a little bit. Definitely not as much as that second quarter. However, it's only a few plays in to the second half. So third down, ball looks to be at about the 36-yard line. So Jones going once again over the top, trying to hit outside shoulder. And they were trying to look for a possible pass interference, but instead that actually was a pretty good play there by number 6. And that is going to be Devin Sanchez, the 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. So Devin Sanchez with 6'2" height, definitely a sophomore, so he can put on some weight, potentially maybe 10 pounds per year, and he could get up to the 190, possibly up to 200 range. Definitely looks like he can at least put weight on both the upper and lower body. So punt is actually going to look like a throw, precision spiral, and is going to be down by number 20. And then it's going to be down at about the 25. So they said that was William Hill for the Summer Creek Bulldogs. So with 11:04, so just under 1 minute has elapsed in this third quarter. Score is 21-13 in favor of the North Shore Mustangs. So North Shore Mustangs, let's see, at the 25-yard line. So David Amador and company, shotgun formation from his own 25. Twins flanked out on the near side, 1 flanked out to the far side of the field. Amador going to call his own number, and he is going to get pretty darn close to the first down marker. So we're going to see exactly where they place it. So they're going to place it just about a yard shy of the down marker. So that's going to bring second and about 1. So Amador at the 33-yard line. So Amador, shotgun formation. Number 2, Barnes in motion on the far side to the near side of the field. Amador going to call his own number, and he is going to get brought down by about 3, possibly 4 Summer Creek Bulldogs. So like we said earlier in the previous quarters, Summer Creek Bulldogs actually doing a phenomenal time so far at keeping this game very much competitive. It is very much anybody's ball game at this juncture in the contest. So ball is going to be at the 34-yard line. So Amador shotgun formation with Johnson flanked out to his side. Amador going to go RPO to Hardiman. Hardiman going to get brought down, so we are seeing the Summer Creek Bulldog defense very much fired up, not taking a whole lot of anything. So North Shore is going to punt. So this is North Shore's biggest test thus far. Not necessarily saying that Summer Creek is the best team that they've won against. I'm just trying to say that this is their best test so far. So they are actually going to try to see if they can draw them off sides on a 4th and 2 situation. So that was actually number 3, was looking out of the shotgun. And that was Evan Jackson, the punter. He instead now is flanked as the punter now. Going to be blocked. Johnson, luckily gets it, and he is actually going to take it for the first down, and he is going to go in for the touchdown. So phenomenal job there by Evan Jackson just when we thought that Summer Creek was going to be back in this ball game. Evan Jackson pulls out of his bag of tricks. He's almost like Houdini or David Copperfield. Just basically has a trick up his sleeve. He's able to basically have his head on a swivel and have that athleticism and eye-hand coordination to be able to deal with the punt being blocked and being able to take it to the house. So this is why North Shore is the defending 6A, I believe, Division II champion, and that's going to be, unfortunately, the shotgun kicker, or shotgun snapper, mind you, is going to overthrow the place kicker, placeholder, mind you. So now it is going to be 27-13 in favor of North Shore. So like we said earlier, Summer Creek had North Shore exactly where they want them. So North Shore was in their own territory. Summer Creek Bulldogs doing a great job of blocking that punt, but like I said, North Shore, you can never count them out. And when they have the number and just the number of athletes, how deep they are per position, that you can literally, we've seen this already. So Caleb Bailey, the quarterback, I was trying to ask around in the message boards, trying to figure out the extent of the injury. I have an orthopedic background, so I was thinking what I studied in school, which was the unhappy triad. That's generally speaking ACL, MCL, as well as medial meniscus. So ACL is anterior cruciate ligament, MCL is medial collateral ligament. So usually all three of those are associated with each other in a football type of injury, but instead it sounded like Bailey actually possibly could have snapped/torn his patella tendon. So the kickoff kicker from his own 40 going to kick it to about 1 yard, the 1 yard line. So number 2, once again, the returner, and he is going to get out of bounds near the 20. So like we said earlier, Caleb Bailey appearing that he may have up to 9 months of rehab time overall. So we were talking about that earlier, that based on what we were hearing about Bailey, is that he literally could have, so the main tendon/ligaments in the knee is ACL, which is anterior cruciate ligament. There's PCL, which is posterior cruciate ligament, and the patella tendon. Those are like the 3 biggest and most significant tears that one were to actually deal with. So, like I said, trying to see if it can load. So we are seeing that it's timeout now. That's the first timeout assessed overall for this second half, third quarter action. But I'm hearing patella tendon. That patella surgery is scheduled for. The patella surgery actually took place last week. That was the first surgery. Then we're seeing the meniscus, like I said, based on the proximity of the ACL, medial meniscus, 3 months after that. So in 3 months, he'll have his meniscus repaired. Then the ACL 3 months later. So that's going to be 3 surgeries in a 9-month time frame. So unfortunately for Caleb Bailey, that is going to be the end of his sophomore campaign. So like I said earlier, I have an orthopedic background, have been first assist, and have helped out in a variety of surgeries overall. So the surgical techniques are a lot better than yesteryear. So Jones going to hit number 2 in stride. And that North Shore is going to be Javen Anderson, the 6'1", 205-pound senior DB. So Jones, with that right knee brace or slash knee sleeve, going to hand the ball off, and he is going to get lit up by about 2 or 3 North Shore Mustangs. So that is going to be Mr. number 25, Lloyd Avant, who is responsible for the only 2 touchdowns that Summer Creek has had. So that is going to bring up a punting opportunity, 4th down opportunity for Summer Creek. So Summer Creek was within 8 points. They did block Evan Jackson's punt, and unfortunately for Summer Creek, Evan Jackson took it to the house. So it's going to take a favorable Summer Creek bounce, and 3 going to still be on his feet. He's going to get towards the 40, but there's about 2 or 3 flags on the field. So that is going to be Evan Jackson, the 6', 180-pound senior. So very talented DB, as well as punter and returner. So Evan Jackson playing a few positions overall. 6:20 to go in this third quarter, and the score is 27-13 in favor of the North Shore Mustangs. So block on the back, assessed to North Shore. They're going to call it on number 24. That's Cameron Welch, the 5'11", 175-pound senior DB. Okay, so Amador and company, shotgun formation. Looks like Hardiman flanked out to his right, Twins flanked on the near side, 1 flanked out far side of the field. And there's going to be motion towards the far side. They're going to hand it to Hardiman. Hardiman getting to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level of the defense. And it looks like he's going to get a few yard gain. Going to try to see. Like I said, unfortunately, for Caleb Bailey, it looks like, at least they're saying, 3 surgeries: patella tendon, medial meniscus, and ACL. Like I said, usually don't see patella tendon thrown in there. Usually it's the medial meniscus instead. But I guess the patella tendon was touched within that. So we're hoping for a speedy recovery. I was at that game, and like I said, I feel for him, 1, being a former quarterback myself, but then 2, with my medical background. So I'm really hoping that Bailey can make a 100% recovery and actually attempt, and hopefully his knee is actually stronger going into his junior year campaign. So Amador, who was previously the 3rd-string quarterback, is now the starting quarterback. So 2, Barnes in motion towards the far side of the field. Amador barking out the signals. He's going to play action. Amador, so 2 flags on already thrown. Whoa, late hit. So that is actually going to be 2 penalties. Definitely personal foul, late hit on Summer Creek Bulldogs. But the previous penalty, this could be slightly offsetting depending. It could have been offensive holding. Offensive holding, generally speaking, is 10 yards. Personal foul is 15, so not quite offsetting, but we'll see exactly what takes place here. Holding 72 on the offense. So 10 back, 15 forward, which essentially is going to be 5 yards. So overall, North Shore will make it 5 yards closer to that first down marker. Okay, so that is going to make it now first and 10. So ball is going to be placed at the 32-yard line. So North Shore, David Amador and company. Shotgun formation, looks at Hardiman flanked behind him. Twins flanked out on either side of the field. Amador, play action, pump fake. He's going to try to hit Barnes, and Barnes was wide open. Probably didn't have a player within 10 to 15 yards of him. That literally would have been a touchdown had that not been a miscue between the quarterback and receiver. Okay, so Amador and company at their own 32-yard line. Fake handoff, Hardiman. Amador, stiff arm. And he is going to try to see what he can do, and he is going to try to get inside or close to that first down marker. So third down, and we're going to see where they're going to line this up. 3rd and 2, ball pretty much smack dab on the 40. Near side hash, so North Shore Mustangs operating left to right, whereas Summer Creek Bulldogs operating right to left. So Summer Creek Bulldogs in all maroon with maroon helmets. North Shore, on the other hand, all white with a matte red. Ooh, so very much North Shore is really struggling with the center position, as the center is actually going to unfortunately overshoot the quarterback. So we saw this. They overshot the field goal, and they've been overshooting the quarterback. So bring up a 4th down opportunity. So there's going to be Evan Jackson, the guy who previously took it to the house on that blocked punt. So Jackson going to be around his own 6. Amador in the game still, so blocking. So you don't see the quarterback in on a special teams attempt. So number 89, which is going to be Caleb Thomas, is going to down the ball, so right at the midfield. So it's going to be at the 50-yard line, far side hash. So Summer Creek Bulldogs going to set up shop. Trying to see. So it looks like Summer Creek Bulldogs has an SC that's slightly staggered on one side of their helmet, and then they have their number on the other side with white face mask, which, like I said, North Shore with that matte red with the silver metallic Mustang, reminiscent of an SMU Mustang with white accent. All white with red numbering and silver accenting. So Jones going to go once again for that big home run ball that Jones likes to do. So number 5, doing a great job there for North Shore, which is Jacoby Davis, the DB. So with 3:15 in this third quarter, Summer Creek Bulldogs trying to see if they can get back in this ball game, down 14, 27-13 at midfield, far side hash. Jones handed the ball to Avant, and North Shore is back to being fired up once again. Like I said at the beginning of this third quarter / second half, Summer Creek was looking like they were throwing their hat in the ring, trying to shift the momentum. North Shore trying to see if they can kind of put this game out of reach. Okay, so ball is now at the 48-yard line, so 3rd and 11 for Jones. Jones going to go once again for that big home run strike, and there is going to be a flag on the field. And Jacoby Davis is absolutely livid, so he is upset, one at himself. And you're seeing a lot of jawing between the receivers and the DBs. We've seen so far, besides the pass interference calls, we've seen, I think it was number 2 for Summer Creek. Summer Creek ended up actually getting some type of taunting penalty. Okay, 2:29 to go in this third quarter. So like we said earlier, it has been all North Shore. However, Summer Creek actually overall trying to stick in this game and make it, it looks like, closest scoring opponent North Shore has faced all year. So Avant, basically, was that a, okay, it did look like they rolled it down. Had it not been for that, Johnny on the spot, that linebacker who took it to the house earlier on a tipped interception, would have taken it to the house. Okay, so ball is going to be at the 39-yard line of North Shore. So they are in North Shore territory. Jones going to hit so number 9 to 18. And 18 going to get a little bit of yardage. But they are still going to be far from the down marker. So it's going to be a third down opportunity. So you say 3rd down and 10. Or 3rd and 9. So ball is going to be at the, let's say, 35-yard line. So Jones and company for Summer Creek, looking at the near side of the field. Looks like he's trying to get another play. So Jones maybe didn't like exactly the play, or he was trying to have the offensive coordinator repeat that play. So Jones at the shotgun formation, 1 running back flanked to his left side. Number 2 now with number 1 on the near side of the field. And they're going to say false start. So that looks like that's going to be a false start penalty, 5-yard penalty on Summer Creek. And you're getting number 5, who is having a great time jamming out to the band for North Shore. And that is going to be none other than Jacoby Davis, the DB. Okay, so ball is at the 40-yard line. So Jones and company looking at the field, or looking at the offensive coordinator, 3rd and long situation at 3rd and 14. So ball is going to be placed far side hash, 40-yard line. So Jones did not like what he had. And it looked like a timeout was either called by Jones or the coaching staff. So that is going to bring up a timeout called. So 1 timeout assessed. So we're going to see exactly overall. So it looks like North Shore has all 3 of their timeouts, whereas Summer Creek has unfortunately used 2 of them. So Summer Creek has 1 timeout remaining. North Shore has all 3, 27-13, in favor of the defending, I believe, Division II 6A state champion, North Shore Mustangs. Okay, so at the 40, so we're going to have, looks like Jones, shotgun formation 1, running back flanked to his left side. Trips flanked out to the near side of the field. Jones trying to see, and he wanted to go for the home run strike. And unfortunately, he's going to go 2. There is a flag on the field. So Jones, you were seeing Jones definitely has that left arm locked and loaded. So a cannon for a left arm in Jones, even though Jones is nursing a potential right knee sprain or slash strain. Jones still hobbling a little bit. Like I said, it looks like he looks to be hobbling less than when he originally injured it. "17 seconds to go in this third quarter. Second half action here in Humble. So penalty looked to be declined. That is going to bring up a 4th down, I believe. So they are definitely going to bring out the punting unit. So number 81 is going to be Julian Cano, the senior punter for the Summer Creek Bulldogs. So usually you don't see a punter with a flak jacket, but Cano sporting the flak jacket from the punting position. So Summer Creek punting inside North Shore territory at the 40-yard line. So Cano a little bit deep into his own territory and a punt exactly at the 50. So booming punt. That's going to go out the end of the end zone, which most likely is going to be a touchback. So what I've noticed is touchback traditionally within the NFL is the 20, but I think high school is the 25. So we're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong here. 11 seconds to go. 27-13 is the score in favor of the visiting and defending Division II 6A state champion North Shore Mustangs. Okay, so middle hash, Amador and company. It looks like it's going to be Rashad Johnson or Hardiman flanked to his side. Trips flanked to the far side of the field, so look for that far side of the field. It was actually Johnson. Johnson going to take it, and he is going to try to do a misdirection, and he is going to get a few yard gain for Rashad Johnson. So Rashad Johnson listed on the programs at 5'10", 215 pounds. And I had seen on either Rivals and or his social media account, he was listed at 5'8". So that's going to be end of the third quarter with the score being 27-13 in favor of North Shore. So we'll be back right after this for the fourth and final quarter.